thank you for joining me here on this Vegan Plant-Based Summit. How are you today?
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm good, thank you.
So, you started off your transition as a vegetarian. Tell me your journey. Tell me where it all started.
Well, it's a nice story that happened in my family. A long time ago, in the 1950s, my grandma had a case of deep depression. Yeah. And in that time, she thought about something that natural could help her. And unexpectedly, her her sister gave her a book. Actually, she read two books, and one called Counsels on Diet Food, and another called Ministry of Healing, written by Ellen G. White, an American author in 1800s. So when my grandma started to read these books, she tried to practice everything that she learned, and step by step, take her time. She put it in practice, yeah. And some time later, she was totally healed of her deep depression, yeah. And after that, this became a diet in my house, yeah. So my mom and I, my children, we have never eaten any kind of meat because the history of my grandma. And it was very nice. But as vegetarians, we used to eat dairy and eggs yet, yeah. And something happens because my daughter as a teenager eating fast food, yeah, eating wrong, even vegetarian, and she gained weight, and I was very worried about her health. So I encouraged her to have a health diet, and she decided to have a plant-based diet for herself, and it surprised me, and I supported her. Yeah. And after 8 months, she lost 44 pounds and was a big challenge for us. And when we saw her exams, her medical exams, the results were awesome. Yeah. And we could notice that this kind of diet, plant-based diet, it's the best course for us, um, because even when my mom was pregnant with me, she didn't lack of nutrients, neither me as a baby or when I was pregnant or with my babies. No, we didn't getting sick easily. We can notice that the plant-based diet is the best alternative for all life cycles without damage. Yeah. And I would say also that people who have obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, depression, and other disease will have the best results if they have plant-based diet in their treatments beyond longevity. Yeah. So it is very interesting. And I would like to say also that we for with our experience, yeah, our real experience, we can realize that it works better if we have a balanced lifestyle. For example, I mean, eating healthy food, practicing exercise, avoiding stress, resting enough, getting sunlight, having faith, drinking water, um, breathing pure air. So I believe and I see that when we put everything together, we will have a best life, a happy life, a health life. Yeah.
So, your journey actually starts with your grandma who cured depression with her diet. And then, more recently, your daughter who managed an extraordinary amount of weight loss in such a short time and managed to reverse any health issues that she had. So, that's absolutely phenomenal. But your background isn't as a chef, is it? You started off life in advertising. So, how did that transition happen from advertising to plant-based chef?
Oh, yeah, it's very interesting because I have some time in San Diego, California. I'm from Brazil, and I came to United States for a course because of my job in Brazil. And after that, when I go back to Brazil, I really wanted to have high quality life. Yeah. And something something inside of me was I was feeling I want to work with a purpose to help people. Yeah. And that time my mom suggested me to start to produce vegetarian food, and I accepted immediately. Yeah. So it was how it began, how it started.
So that was the start of your vegan journey. Was your journey just for health reasons, or did other factors come into play? Was it the environment? Was it the animals, or just health?
I believe that the process can start with human beings because when we start the this movement to have a plant-based diet, it will reflect holistically with our relationship with animals and our planet, yeah, with the nature in general. And my transition was because when I decided to produce food, yeah, before I read all the book that my grandma read, yeah, and with all her notes, yeah, and I was very impressed, and I decided I would produce plant-based food for people. And it was a big challenge because I didn't cook. Yeah. And my mom always cooked very well. And she gave me some tips. But to cook professionally, it's not works. We need more. So I started to looking for knowledge, looking for a school to learn how to cook better. Yeah. And in that time, my country was not easy to find, but I always looking for, and I could find a school and I studied about strict vegetarianism nutrition. And when I finished the course, was impressionant because many other schools became common. So I continue studying, and I study about functional food, functional chef, vegan chef, plant-based cuisine to be to be prepared to serve people and to know what I'm doing. Yeah. And um, I decided to cook a plant-based food because I had another challenge. Because many people think that when we eating health food, it won't be good, it won't be tasty, it won't provide all the nutrients that we need to be strong. And we could show the opposite because 8% of our customers were not vegetarians, and they order a plant-based food every day. So week by week, they would like to eat plant-based food, and it was a great result and great surprise for us.
So, in the UK, when we think about Brazil and we think about food, we think about a lot of meat on the table. And you say that 8% of your clients, your customers in Brazil, they weren't vegan, they weren't plant-based, but they tasted the food and they loved it and they kept coming back. How difficult was it to open a vegan restaurant or a vegan food outlet in Brazil?
I think we have to lead with a cultural habit. Because in Brazil, many people used to eat barbecue, yeah, and but I think the thing is, uh, we have to break this stigma, the negative stigma about vegan food, yeah, and provide that it will be good. But I think the important thing is don't be worried to be something that the flavor will be closer to any kind of meat. No, yeah, we have to show other kinds of cooked vegetables. Yeah, and we use the other kinds of the protein, grains, yeah, seeds, whatever, and cook it very well using the creativity, and it will be it will surprise people, yeah, because sometimes people has a pre- prejudice, yeah. Oh, I don't like vegan food, but try it. Yeah, and you sometimes people don't know, but try. But don't think it will be the same flavor. Will be better. Yeah.
From Brazil, you cross countries, you went to America and you relocated to Idaho. And you're in the process of setting up a new business there. How has your vegan business been received in Idaho?
It's very interesting. It's a big challenge because here we don't have specialized place in vegan food. Yeah. But when I talk with people and tell, oh, I'm open new business, it's a plant-based kitchen. Yeah. They will very excited. Yeah. And it surprised me because here, uh, it's a country, so they used to eat meat all the time, but they are um, waiting for a new place. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm very excited.
Now, as a vegan and having experience in different countries as a vegan, what's the main obstacle you have to eating out in public? What challenges do you have when you go to restaurants?
Yeah, I think because I was always vegetarian. For me, it's very common because when I was a teenager or a child, I was considered like an ET because people used to ask me, "Why you don't eat meat? Oh, what do you eat?" Yeah, I'm grown up, always listen this kind of questions. Yeah, but I know we always will find something to eat, yeah, or we request to don't put bacon in this dish or change for tofu or whatever, or we have a great salad. Yeah, it's not a problem. I know it's hard for people who will begin in this movement, yeah, because they think, oh, if the place don't have a vegan dish, I don't go there. And I think, no, you have to go. For example, 3 months ago, I went to a restaurant here and they didn't have any vegan dish in the menu. So I asked to manager, and please, you have to have some 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 dish for vegans, yeah. And she was very grateful because the owner didn't thought about it, yeah. And in this case, I asked, oh, you can change this for this, and oh, okay, yeah. So I think we have to go because I'm not sure, but I think in São Paulo, in my city, that is a big city in Brazil, they put a law that restaurants have to have one dish for vegans or vegetarians. Yeah, because we have a right to eat everywhere.
That's a great philosophy. I wish more restaurants actually did that. The UK is pretty good now. You can go virtually any place and order something vegan, and I think most of America is like that too. If if you were speaking to somebody that's just embarking on their plant-based vegan journey, what sort of things would you tell them to cook for ease and convenience?
Oh, I think they needed they needed to know how to substitute the protein, the animal protein. Yeah, because I think many people don't know how to do it. And we can use the grains like peas, beans, lentils, chickpeas, yeah, and tofu. And I think it's a big challenge because people grew up think the animal protein will is necessary to grow to be strong. Yeah, so I would say to learn how to cook these grains, yeah, and combine these grains with vegetables, yeah, and fruits and seeds, you will have a good nutrition. It's not hard to do it. It's easy.
And what a lot of people say to me when I say, "Oh, eat beans, eat grains," they'll say, "I'm gluten intolerant. The beans make me bloat. I hate the taste of tofu." What would you suggest to people that say those things?
Oh, I know there are people who have some digestion problem with beans, but we have ways to cook beans. Yeah, you can put soaked. Yeah, well, before, or if people don't is intolerant about this, change it. Don't eat beans, but eat another kind of grain, yeah, or another seed. And if people don't like tofu, I think because they don't know how to cook, because because tofu can be very flavorful. Yeah, but okay, there are people that don't know soy, yeah, because transgenic is soy. So people can eat more mushrooms. For example, we have a lot of diverse kinds of mushrooms and combine. I think we need the balance, yeah, because sometimes people read, oh, for example, chia seeds is nice, so they only eat chia. No, we need a little chia, a little grains, a little seeds, fruits, vegetables. I think the secret is the combination, yeah, the combination.
So combination and balance, really, isn't it? Get your
Balance.
macros and your micros right, and then your combinations will follow. And then season it with herbs and spices. I mean, you come from a country that uses a lot of spices and herbs to make their food taste amazing. Do you want to just give us a bit of an outline out how you would make boring tofu taste amazing?
Yeah, for example, I see many people preparing meat for a barbecue with a lot of herbs, salt, yeah, and it's the same to our food, yeah, for vegetables. We need the seasons, we need the herbs, fresh herbs, yeah, to 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 upgrade the flavor, yeah, and it will surprise people. Yeah. Not only, oh, I will cook a broccoli with water and salt. No, we can use a good olive oil. We can use a garlic, some specialties. Yeah, it will be nice. The best broccoli that people will eat. Yeah.
So, for anybody wanting to set up a plant based vegan restaurant or food outlet, a food kitchen or a takeaway, and they just don't know where to start, and there's something in the back of their mind that says, this is not going to work, people aren't going to come here, what advice would you give to them?
I think we have to be um, perseverant, don't give up. Yeah, because today people are very open minded and want to know about the vegan movement. And we can see many companies developing vegan products because they know if they don't, they will lose money. And on the other hand, vegan businesses are growing, continue developing and products and technologies to reach this increasing marketing. Yeah. So I know we have some obstacles, but don't give up. Yeah, because people around the world need this. Yeah, to have an abundant life. Yeah, to be healthy, to have longevity.
Moving forward, where can people find you? I know you've opened up a new food outlet in Idaho and it's called Beet Carrotine. But tell me a bit more about that.
Oh yeah, we will start. I think in a month, but we have an Instagram called Beet Carotene Plant-Based Kitchen. We will provide plant-based food for delivery and takeout. Yeah, and I am developing another project for this area. Yeah, because like I said before, we don't have a specialized place with this kind of food. And I had some inconvenience because the COVID, but like I said, don't give up. Continue forward. Go ahead. I would like to say that veganism is not a trend anymore. It's real. It's not for the future. It's right now. Yeah. And I would say for people who don't know about it, please give a chance for yourself because you feel and see the great difference in your body and soul. Yeah. And I know you won't regret it. Yeah. We want to invite you to encourage you to have an abundant life. And at last but not least, please keep in mind this quotation I will read. Um, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. Genesis 1:29. I sincerely believe in this because the Creator knows what is best fuel for our body, the best way to take care of our planet and every living thing. Yeah. So thank you for this opportunity. I'm glad to share the something about my story.
So, Mirella, thank you so much for being here with me today on this Vegan Plant-Based Summit. We wish you all the best with your new career, your new plant-based vegan career, and we hope that your surrounding community take up your opportunity for them to become healthier and happier individuals. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Congratulations for your job. I hope to see you again.